First, we need a piece of 9 by 12 white paper. Lay it vertically, up and down like this. At the bottom left, please write your name and class code with a pencil. Now, carefully flip over your paper. Make sure your name is still at the bottom. Next, we need our Kwik Stix paint sticks in the rainbow colors. You should have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. Let's start with the first color of the rainbow, red. Carefully remove the lid, twist it up just a little bit, and let's color a little bit at the top, all red. You can either just start coloring from the top, or it might help if you make a horizontal line and then color everything above that line. Be mindful, you need to fit 5 more colors on your paper. Put the lid on your red and let's take out orange. I'm going to leave a little bit of space and draw a horizontal line so I know where to stop painting. Fill in the space from your line to the red with all orange. Twist the orange paint stick down if you need to. Place the cap on and let's get out yellow. We're going to do the same thing. Paint a horizontal line left to right, then fill in the space between orange and your line with all yellow. You should only be about halfway down your paper by now. You have to fit 3 more colors. With our fourth color of the rainbow, green. Again, horizontal line under the yellow, and fill the space in with green. Carefully twist your Kwik Stick down, put on the lid, and let's take out blue. Horizontal line under the green, but make sure you have a little bit more space for our last color. Then color the space between your line and green with blue. Put the cap back on, and our final color of the rainbow is violet. We don't need to worry about a line, we're just going to color everything under the blue to the bottom of our paper with violet. Yes, we may call this purple. Violet and purple are the same. I like to think that purple is just Violet's nickname, but you are correct if you say either color. Once our rainbow papers have dried, we need a black Kwik Stick. Twist it up just a little, and let's practice different types of lines. We're going to draw a horizontal line that's a left to right line, right where the red and the orange meet. You might want to go back and forth over your line to make sure it looks as dark as you'd like. Now, let's draw a zigzag line where the orange and the yellow meet. Zigzag lines are kind of like mountain lines or the letter M. It's diagonal up, diagonal down, diagonal up, diagonal down, diagonal up, diagonal down until you get to the other side of the paper. Let's make a wavy line where the yellow and the green meet. Wavy or curvy line is kind of like an S but on its side here. Where the blue and the green meet, let's draw a dashed or broken line. Short line, skip a space, short line, skip a space, short line, skip a space. And last, where the blue and the violet meet, let's make a dotted line. Dotted lines are easy. Small little circle or dot, skip a space, small little circle or dot, skip a space until you get all the way across. Now we're done drawing lines with our black Kwik Stick. Twist it down, put the lid on, and put it to the side. Using a 4 by 9 inch piece of black paper and a pair of scissors, let's carefully cut out some hair. We want to fringe this paper. We're going to do this by snipping, but stopping before we get to the edge of the paper. So watch, see how I'm just cutting and stopping? Make a few snips, but stop. Don't get too close to the other end of the paper. We want all of our pieces to stay together. This is how we can fringe cut. Take your time, it's not a rush. If you accidentally cut on an angle, you may lose a few pieces of your hair. But that's okay because we're making a wacky monster. Sometimes monsters have wild hair days. Put your scissors down and let's flip around our fringe. We want the cut pieces at the top. See how wacky the hair is? Now you're going to use a bottle of liquid glue. We carefully pick the stuffy nose to remove any dried glue. Now we twist the orange. We want to make sure there's a little separation between the orange nose and the white collar. Now gently squeeze to see if we can hear it breathing. Flip over your bottle of glue, and at the bottom, you're going to draw a thin line of glue. Carefully take your rainbow line paper and lay it right on top of the glue. Press down gently to make sure it's secure. You can also rustle up the hair a little bit to make it look a little more messy. Set your paper aside, and on a piece of white paper, we're going to trace a lid and create 2 circles. What do you think the circles are going to be on our monster? If you guessed eyes, you're correct. See how I hold the lid down with one hand, and with my pencil in the other hand, I trace around it. You can ask an adult for help, but try it yourself first. Now, take out a pair of scissors and carefully cut out each circle. Take your time. The circles do not have to be perfect. It is a monster after all. But watch how I hold the paper with one hand, my scissors in the other, and I slowly turn the hand holding the paper. My scissors should always stay pointing away from me. So again, hold your paper with your one hand, point the scissors away from you, turn the paper as you do your best to follow the line. Take your time, go slow if you need to. Now that you've cut out 2 circles for eyes, let's still hold on to that extra paper. We're going to need it in a bit. Let's use our black Kwik Stix again to make pupils inside of our circles. Pupils on our eyes are the black part we see out of. Going back to our rainbow line paper, let's glue our eyes. Remember, it's a monster, so if you want one on top of the other, next to each other, or a little off center, that's totally fine. Flip over each eye. On the back, the side without the pupil, draw a circle of glue. We're not making a puddle. We're trying to draw a O or circle of glue on the back. Flip it over and stick it on. Do the same thing on the back of the other eye. Circle of glue on the back, then flip it over and stick it on. You can either cut the next steps out yourself or use a pre-cut semicircle for the mouth and 2 rectangles for the eyebrows. You can get some really fun expressions just with eyebrows. Decide which way you'd like your shapes to go and which expression your monster has. Are they happy, sad, scared, mad, silly, confused? With just the mouth and eyebrows, you can get a lot of different looks. Once you've decided on your expression, use a little bit of glue, dots, not lots, and glue your eyebrows and mouth pieces on. Now go back to the white scrap paper we saved that we cut out the eyes from. We can use this paper to draw and cut out some teeth. I'm drawing triangle teeth, but you can draw rectangles or squares or something else. Just make sure it's an easy shape you can cut out. Carefully follow the lines you drew and keep the little snips of paper in front of you. You don't want to lose any teeth. I'm only going to cut out 4 triangle teeth here. I made them big so they're easy to find and easy to glue. Decide if you want a top and bottom row, or maybe you just want a top row of teeth, or just a bottom row of teeth. Whatever look you want, go for it. Now, using our glue, only 1 dot of glue. 1 dot is plenty of glue to stick your teeth on. Remember, a dot of glue will do. A dot of glue will do. You can have gaps between the teeth if you'd like, or just go all the way across like I am. Again, it's your monster. You decide whatever wacky teeth they have. Look at how fun our monsters can be. Whatever expression you chose, I'm sure your rainbow line monster looks amazing.